The round of applause, and things are good. And guys, are you ready for another act? Yeah. Penultimate act. Please welcome to the stage with the form of clapping and cheering and wooing, Elliot Wengler.
So I saw a shop in town the other day called Millet. It said it was the ultimate outdoor experience shop. Very disappointed when I had to go inside. Hey. Yes, it's very exciting evening for us all. I used to work in the Apple store, and where I was fired for my use of Windows to sell oranges and bananas. Yes, it's getting more and more fun by the second. I can feel the riot on its way. We are in London, but not that far north. Okay, clearly the traditional material isn't your thing, and so far lots of visual gags have appeared across the other comics. So with that in mind, and with my student-like obsession with data and research and academic theory, things like tragedy plus time equals comedy, I decided to, can you all hear me still? Good. I decided to be very exciting and bring up some visual data, some research for you, and convert it into some visual pun-like, joke-like material and see how it goes. So get ready for tonight's Graphs and Laffs section of the show. Yay! You have never been so excited for Graphs and Laffs in your life. It used to be the Graphs and Charts section, but I based it on feedback from customers. So we're already a potential piece of diagram. So what we're going to start with is a flow graph about a flow chart about rivers. A flow chart about rivers. A flow chart about rivers. So just a classic, observational scenario here, really. Do I want to jump in the river or not? No, of course I don't. But what if I do? Well, if I am thinking about it, or if I'm on fire, then obviously I do want to jump in. Will it go on YouTube? Then yes, another reason to jump in. There you go, a scenario I'm sure we can all relate to, and a logical follow-up patterning of thought to go with it. This is my pictogram about art. That is, I'm not even going to get, you don't even need a sign, you're already far too excited for that sign. We're kind of indicating jokes. So yeah, really, just a warning of incoming culture and art. If you're wondering, that's what I searched art, literally, and drew this. This took me about 10 seconds to draw, but it warns you, it's a pictogram about art. Art is already a pictogram, there's the joke. We have a scattergraph about organisational abilities. That one's definitely worth this sign. You are far too excited about charts. What's your favourite chart, sir? Your favourite graph? Sorry? Pie chart. Oh, you'll be disappointed tonight. You really are. I haven't got any pie-based puns yet, but there will be next time, really. Just for you. They'll be here next time. Yeah, that'll be. This is a really pointless tangent to go on. So we'll resume the data presentation. So really what we have here is some very stereotypical, regular observations of real life. Joined uni, 100% organised. One day at uni, 20% organised. What's a classic thing to have observed? We've got some other classic anecdotes on here that I don't really have time to tell you. It's almost like squeezing an hour's worth of material into 10 seconds on this graph. And I have told you these anecdotes. For example, that time. A classic anecdote there that you will all remember forever, but we'll never actually hear. That's the best reaction I've had to that. Writing this joke, 60% organised. Telling the joke, 50% organised. That makes no sense. Wacky, surreal. Getting home tonight, 20% organised. So, ladies, I will rate the performance. We have next we have a line graph about bars. A line graph about bars. Obviously, this one's my favourite by far, as you can see. Buy me a drink, not obvious. Callback. A line graph about bars, a line graph about bars, and a bar graph about lines. don't even need the sign anymore. Get excited. These are bad jokes that you're enjoying far too much. I'm destroying the boundaries of comedy. Behold, it's just some observations about queuing, really. You know, Alton Towers, 8 out of 10. Black Park, 7 out of 10. Paulson's Park, an obscure theme park from Dorset you never heard of. 1 fan. 3 out of 10. Oh dear, that one's rubbish, but it's better still than Heathrow, Luton and Stratford queuing experiences and lining experiences. It's not even a joke in any sense of the word, and you're still enjoying it. It's wrong. Here's an area graph that I didn't get around to. Hey. Area around. It's all going horribly wrong. There's damage everywhere. No, we're going to just assess how well this joke has gone. So obviously I'm the one with the data to back up my beliefs, and so my experiment, really, you have to trust this as objective reality. You know, so yeah, I don't know how you remember it going, but I remember it going quite, you know, there was real laughter, nearly not a standing ovation, a little bit wacky with the sign, and then it got a bit, the genuine applause lasted most of the set. This is just how I remember according to this data that I have that you can't argue with. And then it went back in time to just some real jokes, and then we proceeded to this graph here. Then it started going downhill. It got too meta-referential. He spoke in the third person far too often. You weren't even sure which part of the joke you were meant to pretend to be laughing at this point. And you're nearly booing me at this point. It's going horrifically wrong. Especially when you pronounce the word horrifically like that. Who does that? But then, if you get, it's the more that time passes, and the more tragic the situation gets. Academic theory of comedy, tragedy plus time equals comedy. We have a projection graph about future reactions to this joke, and we're on our way to a standing ovation, and who are you to argue with this graph? If we don't like that, we can just end on a classic penis joke. Well, there you go, that'll give you a standing ovation. That was good. The other day, someone told me to get lost. Get lost, they said. I don't know why. I thought the box was overpriced and very confusing.
Hey.
Thank you very much. Thank you.